Previously, I talked about managing and limiting your cell phone use. Today, I want to talk about how it can impact your relationships, particularly romantic relationships. Hi, this is Sonali from Love Life Coach XL. I like observing people, their interactions with each other. One day, I was sitting at a coffee shop working on one of my writing projects. A couple came in. The woman sat at the next table and her partner kissed her and went in to order. I saw her face glowing as her eyes were following this man as he was walking. When he came back to the table, she smiled very lovingly when he gave her, her coffee. He sat down, he took his phone out of his pocket and started scrolling. Since they were sitting next to my table and the man was loud, I could hear him. He was telling her about different people, what he was looking at, what they did and what they were up to. I guess he was updating and browsing on social media and he was telling her all about them. She was responding, but not much. And then she took out her phone. So in the end, both of them were on their respective phones, without talking to each other. They came in holding hands, but left without even walking side by side. I was tempted to say to both of them, "Here is my card. Call me if you want to talk." Cell phones make your life easier, but it comes with its own downside. You're addicted to your phone if you're one of those who pick up your phone first thing in the morning to check social media, or the last thing to do the same before you go off to sleep. You are so addicted to your cell phone that even when you are in a social gathering, instead of making an effort to start a conversation with someone, you prefer using your phone just because it's an easier option. You are addicted to your phone that you reach out to if you get frustrated with your partner over something. So instead of working on the conflict, you find your phone to be an easy escape. And slowly, it becomes a habit. And every time you have a conflict, to avoid arguments, you take refuge in your cell phone. It is just like addiction to alcohol or drugs. You try to get away from your pain instead of dealing and managing it. As human beings, we desire and crave to make social connections with others and feel a sense of belonging. But when you are with someone face to face, instead of building a connection with that person who's physically there and present for you, you are looking at other places like your cell phone. One-on-one time can feel crowded, which can lead to conflicts and relationship dissatisfaction. The conflict is not about your wanting to stay connected to other people. It's the kind of message you're sending to your partner, knowingly or unknowingly, that other people are more important than your partner. That's the kind of a message you're sending. Plus, such a behavior is considered rude because you are spending your supposedly shared time with someone else. That makes your partner pull themselves away from you when you have a chance of moving closer together. So how about putting a hold on your social need to interact with others for a while and spend some quality time with a person who is right there in front of you? It all comes down to quantity versus quality. If your goal is quality, then focus on building that relationship. When you go out on a date, no matter how long you have been together for, minimize phone use, like for emergency purposes, so that you focus on each other. Can we be present with the person in front of us right now, no matter who it is? Try some separation from your cell phone social life before your partner separates from you. Let's take another scenario. Your partner is sharing something with you And you, on the other hand, are not interested in what they are saying and start looking at your phone. Now again, you're sending a non-verbal message of disinterest. After a while, your partner will stop sharing with you. They will be like, why do they even care telling you? The studies of the brain show when the eyes wander, that means your mind is wandering. Your partner feels unheard, disrespected, disregarded. Gradually, the feeling of sadness will change into anger and distance will creep in. And that we all know is detrimental to a healthy relationship. So make an active and conscious effort to listen. Your phone time on your social media can also create trust issues. I read one piece of advice somewhere. You read so many things, but there are some things that stand out and you don't forget them. That advice got stuck in my head. It said, I'm paraphrasing it now, if you cannot chat with a Facebook friend or an acquaintance in front of your partner, then it is also not the best idea to do that online. I feel that is like a double-edged sword. If you tell your partner about it and your partner is one of those insecure people, then you are in trouble. And if you chit-chat and don't tell your partner with an intention of not hurting them, and later on they find out and you're in trouble again, what do you do then? You would need a professional help then. So if you are the one on the receiving end, communicate with your partner. First, validate their need and desire for social connection, or their curiosity to find out what's going on in the world if your partner has the habit of, browsing on the phone all the time. And then tell them how it makes you feel. And then express your need and want. What do you want your partner to do? That's what you express. If you communicate in a blaming manner, you will be activating their defenses and it will backfire on you. If your partner acknowledges and agrees to make changes, don't expect them to be happening overnight. It takes time. Remember to be patient. So whatever I have said so far applies when it comes to social media or anything that is not important at that moment. Like some people are addicted to playing games or just browsing or responding to every text even, when they can wait. But we do a lot of meaningful things on the phone. We literally run our businesses on the phone these days. I remember one time I went out to meet with this guy for the first time, and he said to me, I don't mean to be rude to you, but I am expecting an important business call. And when I said we could have met some other day and time, he said, no. He wanted to go with my available time because he didn't want to miss out on the opportunity to meet me. Honesty and truthfulness plus etiquette go a long way. I was impressed. His phone call didn't bother me at all. So when you are at the receiving end, make sure you let the other person know that it is totally fine if they're using the phone, responding to an important text or an email. You can say, finish your email or your phone call and we'll talk after you're done. And that's what I said too. He didn't take too long though to come back to the table. I don't know what he said. Because there was politeness, 3 positive things happened the way we managed this. I didn't feel neglected. He didn't have to miss his important call because of me. And we carried on our conversation without any interruption. All things check, check, check. Your phone keeps you connected with your work, family, friends, acquaintances, distant relatives. But then it creates a distance when it comes to making connections with your partner or with the person you are with at that moment. That person can be anyone for that matter, not necessarily your romantic interest. Whether you use your phone for work or social reasons, you and your partner have the power to work it out together, to deal with phone overuse and reconnect with face-to-face time together. And if you need assistance, I'm here to help you. Message me, text me, whatever you feel comfortable with. And I will see you later. Bye for now.